Hello children, how are you all? I hope you all are good. Today we'll learn about our solar system. So let us start with the topics in the solar system we are going to cover. One night, Pinky was playing in the room with her brother Rahul. Meanwhile, she looked through the window. She saw the moon was shining in the sky and the whole sky was full of beautiful stars. The shining moon and stars attracted her. She asked Rahul, "Does our sky has only the moon, stars and the sun?" Rahul smiled and said, "No, sister, the sky is very vast. It has planets, satellites, asteroids, and many more." Pinky was surprised. She wanted to know more about the mysterious universe. But Rahul knew only a little about the universe and the solar system. So the next day they went to the science teacher and the teacher told them about all the things one by one as follows. So what is universe here? The vast space that we see when we look up at the sky, and everything in it is called the universe. What does it include? It includes heavenly bodies like stars, planets, satellites, meteoroids and comets. Now let us understand more about the solar system. As you can see on the screen, the sun, the 8 planets and their satellites and other heavenly bodies like comets and asteroids, they form the solar system. So as you can see on the screen, you can see sun there and the other 8 planets, Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus and Neptune. These are the 8 planets that revolve around the sun in the order of increasing distance from sun, right? So let us know more about sun. The sun is a huge ball of fire that gives us heat and light and is the center of our solar system. As we all know, the ultimate source of energy on earth is sun, right? What does sun provide? It provides heat and light energy, right? So now let us understand more about the planets. Wow. As you can see, the 8 pictures, 8 circles here on the screen. These 8 pictures that you are looking at the screen, these are the planets actually. Now let us understand, what is this? This planet is Mercury. It is the closest planet to the sun and also the smallest planet in the solar system. Next, Venus. It is the second planet in the solar system and is the hottest planet of all. What is this planet? I hope children, you all have understood what is this planet called. What is this planet actually? This is, yes, Earth. This is the planet where we live. It is the third planet in the solar system and it is called the blue planet. Why it is called the blue planet? Because almost 70% of its surface is covered with water. It appears blue when seen from the space. It is the only planet where life is possible. Now next, what is this? This is Mars, fourth planet. As you can see, the color of this planet, this is red in color because of the soil and rocks on this planet are red. It is the only planet that is similar to Earth and scientists believe that it is the only planet besides Earth where life may exist. Now next, Jupiter. It is the largest planet in the solar system. It spins very fast. This is why we see a striped pattern on Jupiter when we look carefully. You can see stripes are there on the planet, Jupiter planet. Saturn, it's a beautiful planet. It's a planet with the rings. Right? This is called Saturn. Now next is Uranus and Neptune. These two planets, they are farthest from the Sun, and together with Jupiter and Saturn, they are called outer planets. So this is all about the planets. We have discussed all the planets in detail, right? So these 8 planets and dwarf planet, they move around the Sun in their fixed path called orbits. Now what is this, the term used, dwarf planet? Let us understand that too. Dwarf planets, these are the planets which are there in the universe, in the space. And yes, why these are called the dwarf planet? Earlier, till 2006, July 2006, it was accepted that Sun has a family of 9 planets. Which is the 9th planet then? Pluto. Now after that, in August 2006, it redefined a planet, and our solar system now has only 8 planets. Pluto, which was earlier a planet of the solar system, part of a solar system, now is called a dwarf planet. Right? Now next, so there are other dwarf planets also, Aries, Ceres and Haumea, then Makemake. These are the name of the dwarf planets. Now let us understand more about moon and satellites. An object that revolves around a planet in an orbit is called a satellite. I hope you all have seen the movie Mangalyaan, where the satellite was sent in the space to find out the information about the planet Mars, right? If you remember. So what is satellite? It revolves around the planet. Mars is a planet. Earth is a planet. So the object which revolves around Earth, Mars, Jupiter, all the planets, the different objects that revolve around the planets, these are called satellites. So almost every planet has a satellite that revolves around it. The moon is the only natural satellite of the Earth. Right? So now next is, let's talk about moon first. Moon, it does not have atmosphere. Temperature here is as high as 100 degrees Celsius at noon and as low as minus 173 degrees Celsius at night. It does not produce its own light. It shines because of it reflects sunlight that falls on its surface. Now let's talk about stars. If we look at the night sky, we see lots of shining, twinkling objects called stars, as you can see on the screen. What are these stars made up of? These are glowing balls of gases that spread out heat and light in space. They are actually huge, but because they are so far away, they look like tiny pinpoints of light to us. Now let us discuss about, oh wow, what are these? As you can see, this is like a jigsaw puzzle or joining the dots, something like that. So it's a constellation. We are talking about constellations now. As you can see, the group of stars, they seem to form a specific pattern. They are called constellations. And as you can see, the names are also written there, like Aquila, then Scutum, Capricorn, Sagittarius, Scorpio, Libra. So these are different constellations and they are collectively known as galaxies, and there are millions of galaxies together form a universe. So the Milky Way is one such galaxy of which our solar system is a part. Now let us understand rotation and revolution. This we have discussed in chapter Air, Water and Weather also. Now we are discussing here in this chapter. Earth shows two types of movement. One is rotation and other is revolution. What is rotation? The Earth rotates on its own axis. As you can see here on the screen, this is Earth. It is rotating on its own axis like a top. This is called rotation, right? And yes, Moon revolves around Earth, and then Earth with rotation, it shows the revolution also around the Sun. Two movements all together at one time Earth can show, right? So the rotation of Earth on its own axis causes day and night, whereas the revolution means the movement of Earth around Sun in a fixed orbit. So how much time Earth take to complete one rotation? It completes one rotation in 24 hours, and due to rotation of Earth on its own axis causes day and night. So that's why you at the same time the countries on the, as you can see, the light rays are falling on the one part of the Sun, half part, and here it is daytime, and the other part which is not getting sufficient sun rays, it has night time. So at the same time the countries on the other half of the Earth which are away from the Sun are in darkness and so have night time. This is the reason why it is night time in America when it is daytime here in India. Now let us understand more about seasons. As you all know, there are four major seasons: spring, summer, autumn and winter. The revolution of Earth around the Sun causes seasons. However, there would be no season if Earth was not tilted on its axis. As the Earth moves around the Sun, the tilt causes the Sun's rays to fall more directly on either the northern hemisphere or the southern hemisphere. So the half that receives more sunshine has summer, whereas the other half has winter. About 6 months later, the situation changes, and the half that had summer now has winter, and the half that had winter now has summer. So winter is the coldest season and the summer is the hottest season. Autumn season is neither the hot or nor very cold. Monsoon is a season with heavy rainfall. And spring, as we all know, it is the most colorful tune of the year. So this is all about your chapter. Seasons we have done. We have done day and night, revolution, rotation, the different planets explanation. I hope you all have understood. So, okay children, take care. Bye-bye. Learn the chapter, read the chapter thoroughly. Okay, take care.